Welcome to Coping Through the Holidays. This is week 10, Resources, and I'm your host, Teresa Brockmeyer. Welcome. Let's take a moment to introduce ourselves. This week is our last week of our series, Coping Through the Holidays. Gratitude. Appreciating the good things in life, no matter how big or small. Making the practice of gratitude is a regular part of the day can build happiness, self-esteem, and provide other health benefits. It may seem silly, but this can really help. Gratitude. Either write in a gratitude journal or a gratitude jar. Every evening, spend a few moments or minutes writing down some good things that happen in your day. And then a year later, go over that. And then you'll realize how much good. Self-esteem. What can I do to build my self-esteem? In order to increase your self-esteem, we need to challenge and change the negative beliefs about ourselves. And this might be an impossible task. Make small goals. There are a lot of different techniques you can try to help you or a family member help your self-esteem. Let's start by saying affirmations. You are enough. You are good enough. You are smart enough. You are strong enough. You are beautiful enough. You are kind enough. You are brave enough. And you're more than enough. And you always will be. And let's replace this by saying, I am enough. I am good enough. I am smart enough. I am strong enough. I am beautiful enough. I am kind enough. And I'm more than enough. And I always will be enough. Self-care is very important. Physical, emotional, social, spiritual, personal, space, and financial and work is all needed to balance work, life, and home. This will help prevent burnout. Here's some key components. Did you ever feel loneliness when you were with a group of people? Or just feel alone and made you depressed? Or was it hard coping with a loss? Approaches to bereavement. Grief does not have a set time frame. And circumstances of a loss have major impact on grief. Grief can be contributing to other problems, and it's okay to ask for help. Having a healthy, balanced diet can really help your mental health. And we all know that all foods are filled with preservatives these days. It's good to look at the labels and look for non-GMO. Even the artificial dyes and colorings are not good for any of us. There's been a lot of research findings, and this is just one of them. And we all know that a Mediterranean-style diet can actually help us mentally. And I had a chiropractor that actually let chicken McNuggets sit for a while. And with all the preservatives in it, it was a hard rock, and it didn't even phase the chicken McNuggets or even the hamburger, because they're full of preservatives from fast food places. The 7 types of boundaries in a relationship: physical boundaries, sexual boundaries, financial boundaries, time boundaries, intellectual boundaries, emotional boundaries, and expectation boundaries. I'll give you a moment to actually read this. Then we have financial stress, and that can lead to insomnia, weight gain, or depression. Anxiety, relationship difficulties, social withdrawal. And even physical ailments and very unhealthy coping methods. And then Smart goal setting can help you outline any goal to work on. And what is smart goal setting? If you missed the week that we covered that, I will go over it again. What is smart goal setting? Specific. Who, what, where, and when, and which, and why. Make sure all these goals that you set have those in it. Measurable. Establish the criteria for measuring your progress while you work towards your first goal. When you measure your progress, you stay on track. And ask yourself these questions like, how much? How many? And how will I know I achieved my goal? Make sure the goal is attainable. And identify the goal and determine how you are going to achieve your goal. And you see how attainable it is and how much effort it will require. Look at the workload that is associated with this goal and make sure it's not in any way of your projects and you're working on that you'll be able to dedicate enough time for achieving this goal. Make sure the goal is realistic. If the goal is not realistic, you might be setting yourself up for failure. Make sure you have a realistic and healthy time frame that you need that goal made, and make sure you have a timeline with baby steps to reach your goal. Clarity and focus. If you have clarity and focus, then you can work out the major or minor details to reach your goal. Why set SMART goals, you ask? SMART goals are a way of getting yourself mentally prepared for what's ahead. And we're going to talk about short-term goals versus long-term goals. The short-term goals are short for a purpose. They bridge the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. These goals are not limited to tasks and to-dos to be accomplished within a short time frame, but not more than a year. These are some short-term examples. Exercising more, losing weight, saving money, eating a better diet, pursuing career ambitions, spending more time with family, and taking up a new hobby, and spending less time on social media. Long-term goals examples: to be a better spouse and parent, complete your first marathon or just walk every day for most of us, create and commit to a fitness routine, learn a foreign language, cut junk food out of your diet, start volunteering regularly, increase your emotional intelligence, and earn a college degree are some of the long-term goals examples. What are your triggers for stopping your goals or possibly excuse? We can have many in our way. What is the role of the therapist? We can only guide you through the mental health concerns. And we cannot ethically advise you on what you should make for goals. We can be there for you to help you set your goals and make them in your life. For example, like to build self-esteem. And remember to think positive. And you are not alone. The National Alliance for Mental Illness is a resource that provides statistics and can help you. And they have local chapters and local meetings. And check nami.org. There is a lot of national resources. The 988 has been recently put in place for a suicide hotline, and it's easy for anybody, teenagers, adults, to talk to. And then there's always been the NAMI hotline, and then the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and the Suicide National Prevention Lifeline. And there is so many other resources, and self-harm hotline. And then if you have a plan and if you are committing suicide, please call 911, or if somebody sees somebody that is got a plan for suicide. You can do this. Believe in yourself, believe it, and achieve it. Make realistic goals you can achieve. If you regress, it's okay. Just start back on track with your goals. Say affirmations. Think about your goals that you would like to create in 2023. And give us a call if you need further help and assistance and to start therapy. We also do VIA services for children and therapy in the schools.